we go.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Not Your Average Idiots podcast. My name's CJ. Apparently, I look like a depressed mom who pops pills, drinks wines, and sells Avon. Ooh. And I'm here with my co-hosts.
Hey, everybody. I'm Dean, one of the idiots. I am also, I don't know, man. I might be your daddy's boyfriend this week because I'm a daddy.
Listen, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, dude,
you're going to you're a daddy chaser now? Nice.
I am the daddy, Jake.
And we all know who I am. I just felt like putting this on today because I'm cold. So.
Wait, first off, did I miss a memo or something? Because everybody's got sunglasses on and I'm the only asshole that does it.
Yeah, dude, what
kind
of
loser? From last night?
Yeah, that could be it.
I drank too much tequila last night. I shouldn't have touched tequila.
So, speaking of our night last night, how was your week, Dean?
My week was pretty good, actually, man. I had a pretty rough one the last couple of days at work. Minus that, lacking sleep, hanging out with the boys, you guys included, because you are my family. I've been doing music with a couple buddies, and it's coming out really, really good. We released a cover out on YouTube. I'm not going to self-promote here.
Oh, absolutely.
Self-promote.
We'll link the video in the description.
Yeah, maybe. We're doing a single, and we're recording an EP, and hopefully that'll be done within the end of the month, and we can throw some shit on here.
Yeah, dude, good for you.
Without getting
You've been trying to get back into music for so long. Good for you.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate you guys.
So, Jake, how was your week?
I pretty much dicked around all week.
Is that surprising?
I mean, well, I went out, ran, I stayed up with my physical fitness like per usual.
Oh, look at you.
I mean, listen, this bear don't just hibernate, he works on the bod. I gotta keep up perceptions and, what people think of me. Second of all, and also like to, I was asking for help. I was taking care of myself recently. I've been asking people recently, for help. It doesn't hurt to ask people for help, and I'm taking it.
We all get a little bit sad sometimes.
But no, like definitely this. I don't want to talk about too much detail. Whatever, like certain things. It's like admitting flaws. Like this is what I should be working on.
It takes a lot of fucking balls to admit and ask for.
Man, for someone like me too, like that's kind of hard for me to actually admit. Because I don't even ask for help. I don't want nobody else.
But dude, I'm glad that you're doing better.
Yeah, we're starting off the year strong, boys.
Absolutely.
What about you, CJ? What'd you do this week, buddy?
What did I do this week? Work's been kind of slow, so I've been grinding out, making sure that our edits are somewhat decent. Mm-hmm. Practicing with those, so there should be some new content releasing. Me and Jake just did a gaming video.
Nice.
I whipped his ass.
Dude, it was bullshit.
Well, I heard you might have lost a bet or something too. Is that
dude.
true?
So he wagered me to hit him in the nuts. Ooh. So it was like when nobody comes. First time, like on our first take, I really wanted to say like, let's just do a pizza party. Hey, we all win, right? Listen.
That's not how our friend group goes.
I was trying to make peace, break bread. This dude wanted to choose fucking violence.
He chose violence.
And I had to lay down the fucking almighty God smack on his ass, fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin style. So.
Jake's full autism came out, and he was fantastic in the game.
Shit.
So I gotta listen.
Look, all I can say is you could leave me on an island for 5 years. I could be a caveman to the point of Neanderthal. To bring me back to society, you hand me Super Mario Strikers and have me an opponent, I will whip his fucking ass and go back to the same place.
He whooped my ass in GoldenEye too, actually, N64. That was pretty fun.
We'll have to do that next. All right.
Anything else you did, dude?
No, just pretty much working and doing this. Yeah. So. It's the highlight of my week. It was always this podcast and letting you guys hear our bullshit. Speaking of our bullshit, today's topics. I ended up playing the One Piece Odyssey game. So I'll be filling you guys in on that, giving you guys a little bit of information, my feedback on it. Cool. I know Jake is talking about dating apps today and the dating world, which is going to be pretty interesting. And then we have Dean with Bonnaroo 2023 and the artists and what's going on with that. So... Mr. Jake.
All right. What do you guys think about how's your love life and your dating world? And let me ask you something. How do you guys perceive yourself out in Like in the dating world, in the one of seeking somebody. How about that?
Are you asking me or Steve?
I'm asking
No,
you. What is your perception? Like, how do you take day in day out meeting people? Like, what is your main focus on meeting people?
If I were to go out and try to talk to somebody.
Yeah. What do you do mostly? Do you
I prefer
in public, or do you use the apps? Do you join like chat rooms, whatever? I don't know. Just
What
throw.
is that? I've
Apparently, he doesn't frequent the chat rooms like Jake does.
Bro, you've never sat around a live stream. Well, that's why you gotta filter through the dicks before you can find someone to talk to. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, but
Me personally, I like meeting people, just like in public, whether it be like something whatever stupid like at a coffee shop, and it sounds stupid or cliche saying this, but I want to like if I see somebody that I like, 9 out of 10 times I'm not gonna approach them, but if I think somebody's interesting, it's nice to get to know somebody, or if you're out in public and you see somebody or somebody tips into you, somebody's a little cute, or you go to the bar, you hang out, play a little wingman game. Have I been on apps before? Yeah, man, like everybody's been on apps. Do I think they work, in my opinion? I mean, yes and no, but I think it's a little weird, but not weird, I think it's preference. It depends on the person. If I want fun, maybe an app, but if I want to actually talk to somebody and feel them out, I think I'd rather meet them in person,
cool.
Yeah,
That's just me, though.
I mean, so my answer for Jake's question, I would say, again, in-person interaction is huge for me.
Yeah, definitely.
You can get your emotions and points across
Mm-hmm.
in person better than you can through text.
I hate text. Everything is lost in translation.
Absolutely. So
Yes.
I would rather meet somebody in person. Again, depending on what I'm looking for. Yes, Tinder hookups,
Yeah.
Bumble hookups, and
That's how they all
and
retreat
dates.
nowadays.
And then Hinge is just apparently a bunch of prostitutes.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Oh.
dude. Insane.
Nothing on Hinge. I've been getting nothing but bots or like women that are like, hey, and have like normal conversation, and then, hey, do you want to buy sex? No, I don't
That's
wanna
the
buy sex.
stupid. That's what I'm saying. Like on the dating profiles, there's so many fake things and false advertisement with certain things. You know what I mean? That you don't know what you're getting into.
Right. So what I'm saying is, with the world now, you see on the internet, the algorithm, it's a lot of men versus women now. It's women are fucking materialistic things, and it's men how they want to search for somebody who's with somebody who doesn't have no partners. That's like nothing when I come up with all these people who do the podcasting and all this stuff like live feeding and talking to people through the street, which I assume for one of us to go do that, but that's for another time and another topic. What I'm saying is that's how I think I see this generation is now seeing this world, because we grew up in the generation about likes and posts. Like likes didn't become a real thing like till Facebook. Like when Facebook started likes, now they've done scientific studies on people leading depression to stuff, and like or lack of confidence in themselves is through being connected to the internet, like all these dating apps, right? So that's what I'm getting at. So what I'm getting at with this point is I feel though people are now they're using both. Everyone's using the apps, and they also have the courage to go talk to people in public. Problem is nowadays, it's everything you look at in your time being when you're seeing videos, when you're by yourself. And you're seeing nothing about this hate and negative shit all the time, and then like people are promoting for likes, self appreciation. Like people are trying to take care of them. Like look at me. So what I'm getting at is this world has gotten to the point when it comes to dating people
Superficial.
and I feel people are faking everything. Like they have no lack of confidence to talk in public. So I wanted to put this article up.
It's the highlight reels, man. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what social media is.
What I'm getting at is I pulled this article right here that's talking about, it's mostly about businesses for Forbes. So let's pull this up. So what I'm getting at with this post is, hang on, let me zoom it in for you guys. It's talking about in person, like most business transactions or attributes has something to do with what's in person. So let me scroll down for you guys. See, red is mostly to face-to-face. Gray is light green is for web conference, video conference, teleconference. Mm-hmm. So all that stuff is all other bullshit. So when you're, I'm saying this is a good model on the dating style, but in the same time, most people prefer this. They asked this poll of like 125 people, I think. So like all this stuff is like persuasion, leadership, engagement. You know, what comes into when you're meeting somebody in public. Most people prefer even focusing, like when you're focusing on like somebody, you rather have it in person. Like when you're on a video call or you're on a FaceTime, how often do you really stay in touch to like looking at somebody on a FaceTime when you want to walk away? Yeah, you can always not listen. On a text, you lose people right away. Like, see how in the business world, I think that can transpire both into the dating world as well. It's like look how far it goes down. Mm-hmm. Information disclaimer. Yeah, everyone doesn't really care. They'd rather have people just text something like that. That's finding out your bios.
So what's in this? Like, can you explain certain ones?
Well, this is like about a business and attributions and outcomes effects. Most people like want to talk about this. They made a poll. It's like in most times people are generally informed when you work or when I'm incorporating. This has probably the same similarities to people in public.
Applicable to dating situations.
Yeah, same thing. So, but I also want to pull up this other article.
So real quick before you do that, so I guess from what I'm understanding, if you can pull that article back up, Jake.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Pull up that, yeah. So like persuasion, it's easier to persuade somebody in person. Mm-hmm. It's easier to be, so like the people think so what that chart's essentially saying is persuasion, inspiration, decision making, all that's done better in person compared through Zoom or telephone.
Yeah,
right.
So
like if
you looking at the chart, that's kind of what that is.
Yeah, like if you went on a date with somebody, right, and you had a good time and all that, you say, "Oh, we should do this again." It's how you approach that. Because if you say like you don't send it, would you rather send a text after you say you get a hug goodbye or a kiss or whatever? How you say goodbye to someone after you go on a date? A text message would have been better just texting someone or saying it in front of your face.
I would definitely say 100%.
So what I'm getting at is I'm thinking this like the world is like people have a lack of confidence in this world. So like people are self guessing themselves like. Should I say it? And because I think a lot of it has to do with dating apps, and that's even if you get to the point of that. So what I want to tie back in is to circle back. I said the real reason why people don't like dating apps. I pulled up this article through Mind, Body, and Green. It says some people have most complaints with dating apps. It says finding true love on dating. There must be something going on behind the scenes that you hate. Like, yeah, obviously people, like, look, I said, people are embarrassed to go back online after people judge them by relationships. Like, people are scared. And then when you go back into the world of dating, a lot of people are self-conscious and lack self-confidence in themselves. So, like, when you see people talk to you, say, oh, there's rejection, people don't like, it's better off if you learn better from taking rejection in public. You know what I mean? It builds you a lot as a person and being a better person in general. Because I think taking rejection in public is a lot better than it is through an app. Because half the time you're always thinking when you're your own thoughts. Because think about it. She didn't answer back, or he didn't message me. Like, I feel as though
getting ghosted.
Sounds
like a Dean problem.
So that's why I think meeting in public. People are so scared to meet in public, but I feel like meeting in public is like the best way of getting to know somebody, and I feel like that's a better way of taking rejection than like people ghosting you because you're always surrounded by social media. That's if you use social media in your life. The people that I know who don't have social media normally are with somebody and they could care less of what everyone thinks about them.
You don't really know what you're getting, pretty much is what you're saying when you go on the apps. It's a more so thing, face to face, you know, whether you're rejected or whether the person kind of likes you or doesn't like you. And you'd rather have that.
I'd rather have that. So that's why I feel as though like meeting somebody in the public for the first time is the best thing to do. Like going to like they say people go to churches, church events, you know, outings to the town, like going to church.
You know this is the best place to pick what woman is?
Where's that?
Take a guess. Dean.
Church?
I would have said, you know, meeting them at the park with their kids.
No, actually Target.
Are you serious?
Place to slay.
Yo, we lacking?
Oh, we are so lacking, boy.
So
Target trip.
Okay, so now that I want to go into it, what do you think is a good way to describe your online bio.
My online bio?
Yeah, your online bio. What's three?
My online bio
What is a good thing that you model your online bio about?
I think I should speak on Dean's behalf because I'm the one that set it up for him.
Fuck you, dude. Yeah, CJ did the work.
I did the photo.
Yeah.
Listen, I walked so you could run.
Thanks, dude.
No problem.
We're running right now, baby.
We're running marathons. But to answer your question, Jake, because again, I had this problem, and I defer to our buddy Zach, who helped me set up my dating profile.
Fucking scumbag.
Yo, oh,
Yeah.
but now, I mean, the best thing to do instead of like adding so many details, less is better.
Short and sweet, yeah.
Short and sweet, like again, how I haven't had my profile. Like I used to have it where it was long description, just long shit, and then Zach was like, "Yo, cut that shit, make it sentences." Almost like bullet points in a presentation. Yeah. So I went through the bullet points in the presentation. That's how I have Dean set up. Jake, I'm assuming that's how yours is.
I honestly think 3 lines is good. I feel like if you have 3 things about yourself,
yeah,
a little simple. That's fair enough. Like that's short and sweet, but have some description to feed off. Right?
Mine is the stupidest one.
And pictures are very important too.
Yes,
good pictures.
Okay, I'm gonna get into this. You got it.
Let me tell you what mine actually says. If you happen to see me on Bumble or Tinder or whatever,
Grindr.
No, fuck you. No, we off that, bro. No,
Fat life. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So mine says, "Mellow is all I want," and then it's just a little shruggy fucking emoji, and I don't give a fuck. That's it. I'm easy.
Okay.
That's it.
Now that we're going into the topic and the dating apps, I'm taking hold of this podcast real quick. There's the do's and don'ts. My friend right there, that's a don't.
Why is that a don't?
I feel like so I'll give you a good reason. If you're gonna please 3 hobbies or 3 things that you can describe yourself.
I'm not going in for an expectation.
Yeah, listen, because here's the thing. The picture's what it's all. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know it's the pictures. The picture's the one thing that matters. Because once you swipe and you match, they're looking at your bio now at this point, and they're going through it. Because obviously your face and that beautiful face and chin of yours is the bread and butter of how you get clapping cheeks. All right, so
it's the eyes, Chico. They never lie.
So that's why I'm wearing my shades. I got some snake-like eyes. 3, talk about yourself, like a hobby. You know what I mean? This is what you do. Like, they incorporate a photo with it. You know what I mean? If your personality is who you are, that was something that you comfortable, like you gaming or wearing anime, cosplaying. You like playing your music.
Skate fast, eat ass.
Don't go too much with all the one thing that you do. Like, just throw 1 or 2 pictures up. That's good. And then you have one for yourself, like a selfie. And I always incorporate like a group of friends, 1 or 2. Feel like that's it. And then I wear, like a nice fit when you're wearing a fit.
Jake never puts me in the pictures because, I'm obviously,
You're too good looking. You're taking all my women. All right.
I don't know. When I looked at your dating profile, there's a lot of pictures with Jake. I think you're using him, not him using you.
I put Jake in there because he's the less attractive friend.
Here's a dope.
Wait, so you're saying he's the grenade?
No, never. Jake's a high quality piece of meat.
I am. I'm a T-bone steak, baby.
Oh man, but he's the fun friend, and I think Jake has always been a good wingman with me. Throughout our
Jake's
friendship.
a great fucking wingman.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Sometimes.
I have
sometimes.
4 out of 5 times.
So the reason why, men, if you're listening, I have what is called confidence, and 50 no's and a yes is still a yes.
What did you say? Would you send me a snap the other day? It was Jake in his fucking towel, and he was in the shower. I know it started off weird. He's like, I heard she's looking for a boyfriend.
I heard you're looking for a boyfriend.
Too bad I'm a man.
I'm a man. It's like what I'm looking for, a girlfriend. So here's one for you, because obviously you have a child. Please do not, I swear, stop writing me and my son or my daughter are a package. No fucking shit, okay? We get it. Just say, hey, like I said, short and sweet, but also describe yourself well out through. Say, I'm a mom. Like most girls who do it, I'm a mom to one or the child. This is what, like, yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I know you're a mom. I don't need this whole fucking description that nothing anybody else should come between me and my kid. Okay, I figured you're a mother.
So real quick, so how I handled that was I just have a picture of me and my daughter.
That's
I didn't
cute though, man.
Mention it though.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So,
Look,
if they're gonna go to the pictures, pictures are first. They go to the picture first.
That's the one thing.
And then don't go to the bio. But again, they clearly see a picture of my daughter. I don't need to explain that I have a kid.
Yeah. If that's the thing of asking. You want to ask, like, if you see that, it's like, oh, do you ride? Like, you say if a girl's riding a horse, you say, oh, do you ride? Are you a jockey or something like that? I was like, oh no, it's just a picture of me and a horse and I like horses. Fair enough. That's how you can start a conversation.
You know what my expectations are, dude? I'm looking for Cheryl, 47, 6 kids, chugging Miller Lite, chain smoking Reds, and ready to bump uglies. That's what I want, baby. I'm looking for somebody who's down and dirty. That's my expectation on fucking Tinder, dude. Okay. I'm not looking for love, Jake. Get the fuck out of here.
He is on his villain arc.
Right.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, state
up,
your
Cheryl. What's up?
Like I said, also let your intentions be known. Are you looking for somebody long term, short term? Do you obviously don't tell me that you got hurt? This is a do not. Don't tell me you've been hurt countless times. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to hear that. Okay, just say, hey, I'm looking for this person. Do this and go like I want to go on a trip. Or this is what I do. Like if you like have a hiking in the background. I want someone to go.
Fuck that.
You're not someone to go like fuck this bitch. I'm not go hiking in a mountain at fucking 7. We're not going to hike riding bicycles and shit.
You're a fucking liar if you say you like hiking. Get the fuck out of here.
I like to hike, but I won't see myself fucking going out every other weekend and using that as my fucking hobby. Like that is like nothing to fall back on. Like who? Like you like working out, cool. But if you're like really into that shit, fuck off. Like I'm not going running every day with you. I'm trying to do something. I want to chill on my Sundays, and I don't want to go to fucking brunch and spend $20 for some fucking eggs and pestos. Yeah. So, and plus, there's a don't say this. I'm seriously so done with you females who do this. Guys, if you do this too,
don't talk to a girl.
I'm not going to describe it. But don't say, oh, I'm back here again because That is so stupid. Like, I don't want to know that. Because if you say that, how am I going to start a conversation with that?
7 times the charm.
That's you're.
So you have 7 ex-boyfriends from the Tinder app, huh?
I feel like you've been here before.
What do you expect?
What did you expect to being on here?
You want some classy men?
Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, go on Match.com.
I go for Shumpulp. Alright? I don't like pulp.
So, in conclusion about your dating profile and your dating tips, please just, short and sweet, get a little bit about yourself, tell people who you are, what you intend on doing, who you want to like. Do you want to meet somebody? Do you want?
What are your intentions with my daughter?
I'm trying to fuck.
Do dirty things to her. What is? And first of all, I like that question. What are your intentions? I don't know. Get down and bump ballies with her and shit.
Bro, I will fuck up anybody that says that to me.
What are your intentions with my mom?
And I'm not gonna say that. I'm just saying that's what like. I'm here to get to know your daughter and.
I hope my daughter never meets anybody like you.
Well, that's why I'm gonna be a role model in your life. So just that's what I'm saying with dating profiles. You really need to, be yourself. If you're gonna project that out on the app, try doing that in real life and starting a conversation. Also, in dating wise. Best compliment. This is one of my tricks. I compliment one of the things. Like if I get a nice purse, hey, nice purse, and don't even say shit to them. Just ignore them.
Now, one thing I do want to add on this topic is one thing that I hate and one of my don'ts. When I see a profile, just has nothing to work with. IDK or just a one-liner.
You know what?
It makes
Real
no
quick.
fucking sense.
What are your big 3 red flags? Let's end up on that one before we end this time. What's your
question? Before I lose it, Jake, what's your opener like when you match with somebody?
Okay.
Let's hear this one, dude. I'm interested.
sometimes I like to get cool with it. I like to do I'll show the Obi-Wan. Hello there. Like I'll do that, like, you know, because I like Star Wars and stuff like that. If she's like geeky, like she says, oh, like playing video games, I'll beat you in Smash 101. I was like, first I'll smash you in Smash and then the bedroom. That has worked.
Wow.
That has worked.
Straight to the point, dude.
Dean, what's your opener?
My opener? I like to...
With that, I won't go straight into telling or smash. I was like, we'll see what I can smash.
Depends on how confident Jake is. But Dean, what's your opener?
Well, I'm not going to mention names, but a girl was interested. I was helping out a buddy, you know, and she was interested in the Jonas Brothers. And I was like, so who's your favorite Jonas brother? She's like, Nick. And I was like, Nick is like super cute. That started the conversation.
Like, that's a good way to put it. Like that's what being witty as a guy is a tip. Do that. You see what they like, and you start feeding off on it. That's how you start off a good conversation.
I do the what do you want meme.
So the one time that I was on, I saw a girl say, I ordered DoorDash, but I ended up here. I was like, all right, I can work with that. So I said, something along the lines of brought up DoorDash and asked her what she ordered. And she responded, you. I was like, oh, well, I apologize for the driver throwing me at the door and just leaving without saying anything. And she laughed. And I was like, listen, due to DoorDash policy, I'm sorry I crushed. And I looked on her profile and said, hamburgers is her favorite food. I was like, all right, I can use that. Sorry I crushed your hamburgers. Due to DoorDash policy, I'm going to have to ask you to come out so I can repay you for the hamburgers.
Dude, you should have said something stupid like, I got your pizza extra sausage.
No, but see, that I don't think that's
Nah, dude, who cares? Like, that's the thing that I was saying. Dating apps, like, who cares?
But it also depends on, like, again, my style would be different from yours.
Yeah.
So, again, I took that approach.
I don't know what the fuck girls like about me anyway, dude. I don't know what they want anyway.
They like the sad boy.
Yeah, I'm very sad.
So, all right, 3 red flags. Let's end it off.
All right.
Yes, deal. Okay. I don't know. Start with CJ.
3 red flags. Okay.
Dating profile.
Dating profiles. All right.
3 red flags.
First off, number 1 is just face pictures.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you hiding? Clearly you're fucking
just
hiding
be honest,
something.
right? Yeah, just be honest.
Be honest. Listen, I accept everybody for who they are. I have my preferences, but you know what? Don't try to hide your bullshit. Because if you're willing to hide something
Your
in your profile picture...
Jesus, dude.
If you're willing to hide something on your dating profile, that's a red flag because they're willing to hide a lot more shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Another thing is never having a picture by themselves and always with friends.
Right, because you don't know who you're looking for.
I don't know who I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what, like you.
Yeah, don't put a group photo for your first photo.
I don't want to play
unless
fucking...
it's between 2, it's good.
Yeah, I don't want to play fucking Detective Gadget and try to
right.
figure out, which girl is in the same picture over and over and over again. Because sometimes they're with the same fucking friends. Like,
yeah, right.
Who the
Know
fuck
how
are
to
you?
order your photos, too.
Because I don't want to ask a girl on a date and then end up thinking it's one girl and be like, oh, it's you.
Who's you, CJ? Who are you talking about?
So that's my second red flag. Third red flag is like just bored. Like once I get past the stage of matching, like getting through the pictures, getting through the bio, getting to the conversation. The one thing that fucking irks me, because I have my dating app set up from 18 to 45.
Fuck, dude.
Damn.
I'm trying to find me a sugar mama. Let's be serious.
Well, okay, that's all right.
He's going young and old.
Cheryl, 47.
So the one thing that pisses me off is just boring conversation. Like first off, you don't have anything in your bio for me to even like try to pick apart, and like I have to like Detective Gadget this, go through your pictures and find something in your fucking picture to talk about. Like, I don't want to over stress about that. And then like one word answers, something stupid, something simple, and like I don't want to work that hard. Like I'll work hard to like get to know you, but I don't want to work that hard where you're.
We're not fucking Inspector Gadgets over here, motherfucker. We don't have the tools and necessities for fucking one of you.
But like one word answers, like nothing to work from. Like bitch, give me something to work with.
Yeah, I feel you.
Because I want to have a conversation.
For sure.
But those are my 3 red flags.
Okay.
Dean, what's yours?
All right, dude. So, fuck.
You don't know?
I do know. This one's gonna come off a little mean. All right.
You're on your villain arc. Let it ride, bro.
Right. So, you have preferences, right?
Yeah.
Whether you do man, woman, everybody, whatever it is, right? I like to stick to women. That's just what I like. All right.
Debatable.
Whatever. I mean, we'll see. Just kidding. So I like to stick with women, but then every
What do
so
you mean
often,
by that?
I like to stick with women. Let me finish first before I come off like a douchebag. And this isn't anything. I respect everybody and who they are and what they want to be and etc. and stuff like that, right? But damn, sometimes all of a sudden it's like gay dudes are out there, bro. You know what I mean? And they're very sneaky. And then all of a sudden, like
not all gay dudes. Let's make this clear.
Not all gay dudes, but some of you. You'll be swiping, and then all of a sudden, pop, dude, and you're like, what the fuck?
How did you get
here? How the fuck did you end up here, Johnny?
What's going on?
Then you gotta check your settings real quick. It's like, all right, just chicks. And then
You second guess yourself, thinking like, wait, I'm not gay. Okay, I haven't sent it no girls. How did you like?
And then you swipe, and you're like, wow, this is like a very attractive woman. Swipe, match, you go down, blah 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 blah, transgender, and you're like, oh fuck, what do I do? And then you're like, make that like a statement thing in the beginning, you know what I mean? Like,
no, and real quick on that, like, it's also dangerous too, because if you don't, like, again, upfront and honest about who you are, that can put you in a lot of danger.
Right.
Let's just say you did match with somebody and they didn't mention that they're trans or they didn't see it at the bottom, and then you go on the date and then you find out
Happens a lot.
it's trans.
Down south.
it could be a psychopath and they could get hurt.
Get hurt. There's been plenty of stories on the news about it. So make sure that, like, when you're doing your dating profile, please be honest and upfront with people about who you are, because you may put yourself in danger. The last thing that anybody wants to do is put themselves in danger.
Of course. I just want to make it clear, I respect everybody, whoever you are, what you want to be. If you say you are one thing, I'm not going to go against it. I will agree with you 110%. It's 2023.
All right, there's certain ones that I want to go with. Like,
you're not was that your last one?
No, that was 2. And then 3, I would probably say like, would be like 27 years old, and then it'll be like actually.
I hate 22. That's a fucking
you know what I mean? Almost. And then you're like, what the fuck,
Well, you know why that is, right? Because when they're younger, they want to make
and then you can't change it. Exactly. So that's another one. I don't like seeing that.
It's a trap.
Or vice versa. It could be 23 and then they're really 36. You know what I mean?
Some bitch.
So okay, well I'll be quick with it. I agree with you on that one. The one about like it's all face. Like, come on, stop it. Get some help. Fucking, I want to see what I gotta see the whole thing. I want the meats and potatoes. I want to see what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? I'm window shopping, baby. Like, okay, it's her face. Okay, she's not got a pretty face. Okay, it's just face shots. Swipe left. Quick. Easy way to get out. I think the other one I hate, like I said, the mom shit. Like that's self-deprecate. Like that's so it's me and it's my way or the fucking highway. My kid comes first. Yeah, like I said, no shit. Like I don't care for that.
Not typically, but you know what else another thing is? I am what I am. Like, you either like it or don't like it.
I hate that.
Swipe right. That's another pet peeve.
Yeah, no, and it also shows that there's no room for
you to be who you are. You just gotta cooperate.
And my last and final red flag: political views. I know it's optional. It's on there on your pages. Listen, I am for what I believe in, but I don't need someone to say, if you're a Trump supporter or you're a liberal or this or that, fuck off, or I don't want to see it. Like, dude, bro, you have to have some range. Listen, I get it. Like, you want to try to tie someone as close as possible with you, but if the second you have to go in, like someone in my mind, I stay with what I stand for, but I won't let that change me of how I want to talk to somebody. Like, it's like, I don't think less of you. But the fact that you want to say, fuck everyone like that, that's what you feel?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. How about that?
Your politics is a personality trait, and that's something that's...
that shouldn't have anything there.
And you know what's funny?
Never talking on the first date. No politics on the first date.
Actually, Jake ran into that the other day, and I was like, yo, listen, who the fuck cares? Like, she was nobody. So I was like, she was Asian, so I was like, yo, bro, hit her with this line, because she says she hates Trump. I was like, yo, ask her if she'll be her fang to your air Swalwell.
What the fuck does that mean, dude?
You don't know the situation?
Okay.
He's a government official that goes back in a Chinese spy.
And you didn't even know about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and again, he's a Democrat, and that was more of like a Republican joke.
Yeah.
Trump. So I think you'd hit
her.
Did she ever respond?
Nah, I didn't get responded back.
She'll probably block you.
Nah,
but it's not funny that I thought that.
Another one fucking bites the dust. Guess what? You're another fucking grain of dirt in the fucking ground like the rest of us. I'm gonna keep pushing it. All right, I'm done talking about that bullshit.
So I went over the One Piece Odyssey game.
Right.
Now, One Piece, for those of you that don't know, that is a anime show. It's essentially about a group of pirates that go on. The captain of the ship, his name is Luffy, and he wants to be the pirate king. Now, this game, Jake, if you can full screen that for me.
I'm trying there, big guy.
Thank you. All right.
So talk about the game.
So this is a new RPG from, again, the huge anime series One Piece. It's also commemorating the 25 anniversary of the series.
So this series, the maga's been going on for 25 years.
Yes.
Right?
Now, the famed pirate Monkey D. Luffy, better known as Straw Hat Luffy, and his crew, the Straw Hat crew, are sailing across the New World in search of the next island. The next adventure awaits for them. But during their voyage, they get caught in a storm and get shipwrecked. They find themselves washed up on a lush tropical island surrounded by constantly raging storms. Separated from his crew, Luffy sets on a new adventure with his friends to escape the island. There are a lot of dangerous new enemies, terrifying forces of nature, and more to wait. As you play as various members of the Straw Hat crew in a classic RPG set in the world in the popular One Piece anime. So I actually had the chance to play the demo before the game released. Unfortunately, Jake's Xbox wasn't compatible, so it delayed a day. But I was able, shout out to my brother with PlayStation 5.
There you go.
Good
He
job,
let
man.
me download the game and kind of play it. Now, the only thing I was a little irritated about was the demo only released on Xbox and PlayStation, not PC. So they left out the PC master race.
Is it though? Is it really though? Is it? Because Xbox and PlayStation got it.
So I was able to play the demo. It was a really fun demo. So I don't know if you guys ever played the original God of War.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the gameplay, like when you're exploring the open world, is similar to like the original God of War from what I got from the demo.
Nice. Very cool.
So you're moving in a linear path.
Hack and slash style ish.
No.
No.
So
Okay.
the combat itself, it is a turn-based combat style.
Okay.
Now with turn-based combat, I don't know if anybody has ever played Persona 5 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Persona series. So it's like the Persona series. So it's a mix of like God of War and Persona. If you need a view on what the game's like.
Cool.
So during the demo, I got to play a little bit. So it starts off with the opening cutscene with the world government. How they did the world government and kind of how they set up the pace of the game is really good. I didn't skip any of the cutscenes, so I got to experience that. It was really well done.
Nice, man.
And the style, as you guys can see on the screen, I like the art direction that they took. A lot of anime games, and sometimes kind of look shitty, and like the cell shading style isn't always the best. But nowadays, it's improved. I like the art style. The monsters and the mobs and things like that are very well designed, very creative. The world environment, very vivid, very like bright colors, and it catches your eye. So I really enjoyed like running through the world and kind of like seeing everything.
Nice.
It's kind of cool because you look at it because every scene when they're like in between their cutscenes, their eyes and moving in different animation. So it actually looks like they took a lot of time for every text after talking. Like the characters are moving, someone's doing a facial expression. So like that's a lot of anime games. They're very like early ones. Like when I experienced early anime games, they were pretty weak. But like Dragon Ball Z Kai, like those ones, like even back when we were kids, like they were a bit choppy, but like over time they got better.
Yeah, also with those types of games, they would do the 2D character on the screen and like do like frame cuts of them moving.
Right.
This is fully animated.
That's awesome.
Really cool. So moving on to the actual gameplay itself. Started off, the ship crashed, went through a storm, so they ended up crashing. Their ship got destroyed. And when the crew woke up, first off, Luffy was missing his infamous hat. The straw hat, which if you haven't seen the anime, you wouldn't understand how important that is, but it is a very important item to Luffy.
Nice.
So he's like, where's my hat? In the beginning, missing from the crew is Nami, who's the redhead on the screen. You also have Zoro, who has the green hair, and then Brook, who's the skeleton. Oh yeah, anime teams, bro. Nami is waifu.
Oh my god. Ubu?
So your first mission to start off in the demo was to search for the crew. It gives you the HUD actually gives you information about the mission and markers on where you're supposed to go. So it's not too hard to figure out where you're going. So if anybody was to hop in the game, it's not too hard to kind of know where you're going.
Quick question: is it more like a story-based kind of thing, or is it like open as well?
So from what I experienced, I'm gonna have to actually get the full game, but from what I experienced, it is story-based and it's linear so far.
Like chapter.
Nothing is canon.
So chapter, yeah.
Nothing is canon.
You can get and this is not canon. It's its own adventure.
Nice.
So it has nothing to do with the main story, but it takes elements of what
it makes its own story. It's almost like kind of like most of the movies.
It takes elements of like the story itself and incorporates it into a fresh new story.
Very cool.
So going into it, there's a lot of strange things going on the island. There's weird boxes all through the island with strange images on them. There's also strange lights coming from the sky. There's lightning with no clouds, so it kind of sets the tone for the strangeness of this island. After talking to the crew in the beginning, each of them join your party as you set out to look for the characters. Now, my first question is, where is Jinbei? Jinbei is a crew member in the anime series manga. He's a fish man, but I didn't see him in the very beginning of the game. I don't know if he's
in it later.
Game. I'd have to play through more to find out
cool.
where he is. But moving from the beach, from the crash site, you move into King Kong's garden. Now, the mission is to save Nami from the beast. It opens with a cutscene where she's trapped by a giant gorilla. So you have to make your way over. As you make your way over, you go through a set of fights. Now, these fights teach you the mechanics of the combat. So the first fight, you end up fighting two monkeys. It's turn-based combat, and I noticed as I was playing, as you can see the monkey right there. Each character has their own type. So you have the technical, power, and speed.
Okay.
And each is weak. Each is strong and weak against the other. So power is strong against speed, speed is strong against tech, and tech is strong against power.
There's a tactical kind of thing. You got to figure out what you want to do.
You got to figure out the type of damage.
Okay, that's awesome, man. That actually.
So when you win each fight, you get experience and money. So the first fight focused on basic attacks. Now the second fight, it focuses on skills. So each character has their own special skill set. So as you can see, you have the basic attack right there. On the right hand side, you have the skills. So each character can do something special, whether it's healing, whether it's an attack, or whether it's a buff.
Oh, okay. So it's not actual like fighting like how you would.
Yeah.
It's
a turn-based game.
Okay.
So once you move through the second fight of learning skills, it does go to a cutscene where you see an abandoned ship. I tried to explore, but the game did not want me to go over there at the time. I think we were like, "Oh, save Nami." I was like, "All right, I'll go save Nami."
It just kept saying "save Nami."
The player was turning. It doesn't want you to go anywhere besides going to Link.
Right.
It wanted you to stay on path.
So do you already have all the crew together?
No, you don't have all the crew. You have to pick up Nami, and you have to find Zoro and also Brooke.
Okay. So at some point, this is like mid-game.
So at some point, you will get all of the characters on your crew, and you'll be able to switch through them. But right now, in the beginning, you don't have them. So your third fight is going to go over dramatic scenes. So dramatic scenes, it's a cutscene where something happens, and you have to react to it.
Okay.
And based on how you react to it, you can either get buffs or debuffs, which is cool. When you win in the dramatic scenes, you also get an XP bonus. So after the fight, you get a bonus on top of the regular XP that you get. Now moving to the fourth fight, there's a group of monkeys that actually pull a pincer attack on you. So in this fight, you actually learn more about the attack types. So like I said, the power, the speed, and the tech. Now, what it does is it also shows, so see how it has red and blue? So red actually means high damage attack because you have type advantage, and then blue is low damage, so you have the type disadvantage.
Okay.
So on screen you can see and plan your attacks.
Your next attack.
So it looks like he does have the advantage the way the arrows are going up.
Yes. And then moving on, you're actually mid-fight, you can swap crew members. So the crew members that you're fighting with right now, you can always change them out.
And it doesn't take a turn away, does it?
No, I
That's
don't believe
cool.
so. It didn't do it for me. I don't know in the final game if it does.
Yeah.
But you can switch, and skills can be have type advantages as well. So even if you're a like a power type, you might have a power plus range. So that changes the aspect of your attacks. So it's either high damage or low damage, all depending. Now, moving on to the 5th and final fight. This is where you get to N.Y.A.I, where she's like being attacked by the giant gorilla. This is where the guy with the green hair, Zoro, pops up out of nowhere. And once you get through that, you go into the actual combat. There's a lot of enemies in this boss fight, which is cool. You can use different attacks to attack multiple enemies to kind of power through it. And then it also goes over the item system in the boss fight. So you learn how to use items as you pick them up in the game.
That's pretty cool, man.
And what's nice is, like, in the game, all the characters have good chemistry, and there's banter from the, like, anime or manga that, like, if
so the characters talk back in every fight, like, it has some form of dialogue. That's pretty cool, man.
I mean, I don't necessarily know if it's during combat, I didn't get to experience that, but, like, during the story itself, they have banter, and if you're familiar with the characters, you can appreciate that banter is there.
Like, oh, sorry.
So, like, so for example, Zoro and Sanji. Zoro's the guy with the green hair right here. Sanji is the cook for the crew. He has the blonde hair.
He switched him out. Now he's switching characters from Robin.
So those two always have this, like, bust each other's balls all the time.
That's what I'm saying. From the anime, right? They kind of, depending on who they're talking to, it's a slightly different dialogue.
Yes.
That's pretty. That's.
So it gets you involved.
I'm just really into like.
That's the cool thing. Like you said, if you can change once you're in town, you could change between different characters out there. Like they said in the open world, like someone was just shooting something, and like, oh, you wouldn't probably be able to hit that, would not have that character, and the fact that they recorded all those lines for all different characters. Like, wait, if you wanted to play through the...
Oh, dude, they put a lot of effort into this. Now,
like, I don't think they fully put out characters. I didn't fully think that all characters pushed out. I'm just saying in general, like, they probably filmed enough where, okay, you can't use this character for this setting, but you can use free basically throughout the whole series, like, different dialogue.
So a little bit a comparison from the previous game to this game. The last game was One Piece World Seeker, and with that was more of an open world, like the combat, like the God of War smash and just mash buttons to fight. And then moving on to this, they changed the combat style. So
like
it's a little bit different, but I kind of like this a little bit better than what they did with the One Piece World Seeker, because it's very empty. This feels more filled in. But I mean, I have to say, I did really enjoy the demo. I'm looking forward to purchasing this game. I'm definitely going to buy it. If I had to give the demo a rating, I'd definitely give it a 7 or 8 for an anime game. Just because of the fact of how it looks,
it's pretty
how
good,
it plays, how it feels. Once I get further into it, I can give you a more solid number, but I have 2-3 hours of gameplay out of it. But definitely highly recommend. If you guys want to check it out, it is on PlayStation 5, Xbox, as well as PC.
Is it crossplay?
No, it is. It's a single player story.
Oh, okay.
And if you guys want to pick it up, it did release on January 12th.
Now, quick little bonus question for you, buddy.
Yes.
Did you ever play Strike Force?
Strike Force or Jump Force?
Jump Force, sorry, Jump Force. Okay. I don't know if that's Strike Force.
No, I did not, but I did see gameplay of it. It's very, I believe, is Tekken the one where you can...
Tekken-ish kind of, like that kind of style.
I played it. I heard it was fun.
Yeah, it is
fun. But the story sucks ass.
No, well, you don't play for the story. You play just to, get some of the characters in and whatever.
Yeah, that was like the major one that was like people they hyped it up. You had like JoJo, you had One Piece, and the story was just trash. And even the online play was like hard to even play online. So the online service was
everything like that.
It was cool, but like a lot of like slack. But like I like this because the last one, I remember the last One Piece was kind of like that SAO like Gun Gale like fight style where it's open world.
Right. Die one day.
Bonnaroo. Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing it because I want to go.
So what's your topic, Dean?
Really? Oh, thanks, guys. I guess my topic's Bonnaroo.
We already heard it in the title.
Fuck you.
We heard it in the title.
We didn't even release this. Let me fucking say it.
I'm sorry.
Fuck. Fucking bitch.
I'm not even cutting this out.
No, we're not gonna cut this out.
No, we're leaving this.
Fucking stupid. I love you. All right.
Like I said, I'm an idiot.
Jake prepping for.
All right, guys. My topic for this week is Bonnaroo.
Yay!
All right, so let me get my little.
Oh shit, he got the whole book.
out.
Oh my
Look
god,
at that.
he's
Alright.
prepared this week.
This is my topic. Bonnaroo 2023. All right, so Bonnaroo, if you don't know, let me get my bearings straight. Bonnaroo is a music and arts festival in Manchester, Tennessee. It's fairly new, but it was postponed and canceled the last 2 years due to COVID. All right. And it's a huge music festival, like Rock on the Range, how they have in Ohio. Think about like a Woodstock kind of thing. This is a 4-day festival. People camp out. People stay in hotels. You know, it's like an all-day thing. It's unfucking believable. So it's day one. You have like certain artists that perform with a headliner and supporting artists that just support them, and they're in their typical, in the genre pretty much. And the cool thing about this is that every day is different and it caters to a lot of people. It's not like you're going to a rock festival. You're not going to like an EDM show or festival. You're not going to like a country festival, like if you think of XTU, Rock on the Range, what I mentioned, or if you're thinking about like...
There's a lot of range. Like there's a little taste for everybody.
There's range and it's for everybody. It's fun. It's just something that you can do. You can go and have a great time. You can camp with your friends. You can get fucked up. You could go with the family for a day. You have like lots of options. You could go for all 4 days. You could go for a day. The only thing that I will say is ticket prices are unfucking believable.
Did they tell you to bend over and count his head?
They told you to bend over, spit on it, and then hope to God it doesn't hurt.
It's kind of bullshit. The fact the last one was like right after COVID, and then that fucking storm came in and washed out the whole land it was on.
For which? What are you talking about?
That's the same Bonnaroo. That's what happened last year. Because the last one was COVID, and they were starting to do it. And the last one, we have like one of our friends that we knew drove out. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up. But yeah, they had it, this is the second consecutive year they're going to be doing it because it was, canceled the last 2 years due to COVID. Everything was canceled and everything was postponed.
So what are the ticket prices?
Ticket prices are unbelievable. All right, so general admission ticket prices, okay, are starting at $300, which isn't bad, but that's just GA. That's you standing around, like picture like lawn seats, whatever, no seats or anything. Yeah.
Scroll to the top of the page real quick.
You want me to?
What do you need?
Scroll to the top.
Yeah. You just want me to click that?
No, just, you see that? Get your tickets today starting at 25?
Mm-hmm.
What's that about?
What about it?
You said ticket prices are starting at...
300.
But it says starting at 25.
There isn't a 25.
Okay. I was just curious.
Click on it.
25 down.
Oh, that's
no,
how
there
fucking
is
get you.
$25 down.
$25.
Holy shit.
I'm telling you, well, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. All right. Well, anyway, I'm talking about the prices anyway. So general admission starts roughly around $300. It's $320 plus tax, and then you have to consider your fees, whether you're parking, whether you're staying, or if you're camping, or if you're getting a hotel, etc. So that's the general admission. GA plus is, you get yourself catered. You might be able to get food. You might be able to do certain things quicker. Better parking, certain things like that. VIP is, your basic things that you would want to get, short lines, bathrooms, certain spots, etc. and stuff like that. Platinum is amazing. You get the best of the best, anything and everything that you can imagine.
Do you want me to click it?
What happened?
Here's the layout. Okay. Oh, it's in the full description. There you go.
Alright, yeah, continue. What were you saying?
Platinum is literally the best of the best. You can meet artists, you get backstage, you get, free drinks, free food, certain things like that. All right, so Platinum pretty much is literally everything, the best of the best. I know it sounds like it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, and not a lot of people can, pay for this kind of thing, but it is a 4-day festival. You'll get food, you'll get alcohol, you'll get drinks, whatever. Certain tickets, you get backstage passes, you get your parking set up, you have fast passes for food, whatever, anything that you can imagine, bathrooms, etc. A lot of people want to pamper themselves, and if they have the money and they want to enjoy something like this, good for them.
Literally $3,500.
And
that's everything. And
that's pretty much everything. Everything that you can expect, you're pretty much getting out of it, which is great. So there's different tiers, but it's affordable. Like if you think about it, you're gonna get a lot out of it for $300. Then you have day passes. Day passes are a little cheaper, but it's good for you to start off around the $320. It's not that bad. But then you got to consider whether you're coming from different states. If you're flying out to this thing, it's only once a year and it's located in Manchester, Tennessee. All right.
You go back.
So, yeah, let's go back to the lineups. All right. So, the big headliners this year. You got Kendrick Lamar, Odessa, and Foo Fighters, which is amazing. All right. So I was gonna say, let me get my glasses out here.
So you're saying Thursday's a waste of time?
It's not
It's
a
like
waste
mostly
of time.
It looks like EDM mostly for the first day.
I mean,
it's Thursday.
It
too.
just depends.
People are just getting there, if not.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be there Thursday.
Like
No?
people going on a Wednesday is like kind of tough. Like
Wednesday.
no,
No,
because
it's
they'll
a Thursday,
open up. They
Friday,
open
Saturday,
up.
Sunday.
They open the lots up on a Wednesday.
Okay.
People to come in.
All right. So Thursday, June 15th, you got Zed's Dead, which is a big artist, Liquid Stranger. You got supporting artists underneath, like Abraham Alexander, which is pretty big, JP Sachs, Mersive, Suki Waterhouse, and Petey. Those are some of the big guys that a lot of people would know that they would be interested. This is more of like an EDM kind of like style of music. And that's pretty much day one. So people that are looking to rave, looking to get fucked up,
Pop the molly, I'm sweating.
pop the molly, sweat, have a good time, that would be your day. Friday, the 16th is Kendrick Lamar. They got Baby Keem, which is really good. They got AFI, which is one of my, Destroy Lonely Diesel, Yuna. They got N.Y.A.I. They got N.O.D.I. They got Matt Mason. They got Charlie Crockett. The Subtronics. It's just a lot of people, close and similar to his kind of genre. And Kendrick Lamar is a phenomenal and huge guy. Odessa, again, you get into that kind of style of music. You got popular artists underneath him like Lil Nas X.
Hell yeah.
You got Tyler Childers, My Morning Jacket, STS9, Sophie Tucker, The Beths, Night Tales. These are all pretty good artists right here. Jenny
Forgot about
Lewis.
Korn. Come on.
And Korn is actually performing that day, which is great. That's the 17th on Saturday. It's just like a lot of artists, man. This is an all-day thing. It's a non-stop thing.
Saturday looks like probably one of the best too, because it's like
Saturdays,
Lil
yeah.
Nas X. You got
I don't know, man. Sunday's
Korn,
looking pretty good.
Sheryl Crow. If you like all the young people like Sheryl Crow, Jid's the rapper. He's great.
Yeah.
I love his raps. Yeah, it's a cool one.
Sunday, which is the last and final day on the 18th, you got the fucking Foo Fighters, baby,
Let's go.
headlining. You got Paramore. You got Revolution, which is an awesome band. Alesso. You got the Pixies, Girls in Red, Joust, Wax Motif, Kip Moore, Paris Jackson, Roman Silver, Sammy Ray and the Friends. These are all amazing artists. And I don't know about you guys, but I would love to go.
Sunday would be
I
the
would
best
love to.
day.
Do you know who's missing though?
Who's missing that you would like to see?
No, not for me. For you.
Who?
Creed.
Fuck yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
With arms
What if they got back
wide
together and just
open.
came up with Bonnaroo as a secret guest or something?
You never know, man. They actually opened up for they did the halftime show for the Cowboys one year.
Yeah, it was weird.
Fucking Scott Stapp was flying in. It was fucking majestic. It was a magical night.
Revolution's there.
Revolution's a great band, yeah.
Yeah, they're like a jam band, like a smoke, like they'll like weed shit all the time. But
Now let me go up a little bit just so we can see. Sorry, fellas. All right. Now, do you see anybody here in these days that you'd be interested to actually see live?
Kendrick, of course.
Kendrick,
Okay.
hands down, Kendrick. He says he puts on a great show, like all the time.
I mean, I'd definitely say Paramore.
Okay, Paramore. We
Foo
got Paramore.
Fighters.
Foo Fighters.
3-6 Mafia.
3-6 Mafia's in there, actually, yeah.
Fuck, I would fucking jam the
Yeah.
fuck out in the pit if they came on. Like, if there's anything else I would probably go see, I mean, like I said, Saturday is the one I probably would go see the most, like, cool bands.
Revivalists are even there, too.
I'll say I love
Near
how like even Sunday it throws in like country, like couple country artists.
So it's everything. It's for
It's
everybody.
like the last day. Like Alesso's a great. Like I've personally seen Alesso.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest like EDM artists, like under like Tiesto for me and all them. I was there when it was Avicii's morning, when it was like a year anniversary of like when Avicii passed away. He did a whole tribute to
Right,
him,
that's
and
nice.
I saw him at Zootopia.
Well, you've been to a lot of EDM shows, actually, in the past.
I've been to so many.
So you see some artists here that you would be interested in seeing, too, as well.
Listen,
You be sweating?
Dude,
Can't you tell?
I'm always in the fucking pit.
He's so fucking burnt out.
Like, give me some water, but he's always thirsty. Sorry.
I don't know how I feel about Paramore. I feel like that's a reach. Wasn't, like, even in general, wasn't Suicide Boys supposed to be one of the big headliners? Like Bonnaroo?
I don't know if this year specifically, but yeah, they're pretty big. They're pretty big artists. If
Dude,
you don't know who
of
Suicide
people
Boys are, they're like not so much underground like hip hop group, but they are.
Dude, they have their own cult like now. Like,
Yeah.
like
They're independent, so
like
they
the
pretty much.
Juggalos.
No, not really.
They-
No, the.
They don't.
Oh.
No, because half the people who like Suicide Boys are always dealing with some emotional, depressing shit. Like, but it's good music and it's good marketing.
A lot of people that will listen
Yeah.
to this podcast will feel personally attacked. You know.
Oh fuck!
It's alright.
So true.
It is what it is.
Listen,
CJ,
grab yourself a razor.
who do you see that you would want to see, man?
I mean,
Anybody?
so I mean, again, Paramore, Foo Fighters, Odessa. I'd like to see
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick
You said?
Lamar. Let's see who else we got.
You got
I mean,
it.
a lot of these. So again, like a lot of these artists, I'm not too familiar.
There are
with.
a lot of supporting bands, you know,
Now,
a little lesser.
Again, because so I don't know if you know, but me and Jake actually went to a music festival
You did,
4
yeah.
years ago.
Yeah.
Memphis in May.
That's awesome.
And how they had it set up was they would have 3 stages and different artists would play at the exact same time. So we would go see the artists that we want to. There's a couple times where there's artists that I wanted to see that Jake didn't want to see and he wanted to see somebody else. So we split off and got a meeting
For a little bit, yeah.
back. But again, like if there's nobody that I want to specifically see, I would just go to a random stage and just listen to music. I mean, Tyler the Creator is playing at Memphis in May.
Dude,
Bro,
insane.
put on a banger show, and like one of the greatest artists, like performance-wise, that weekend because it was a 3-day festival.
Yeah.
Was the very last show on Sunday night. Post Malone. As soon as Post went on, everybody from every stage just left where they were at. And swarmed in, bro. It was such a good.
If you
show.
have like anxiety, dude, there were so many fucking
We
people.
lost our friends because she had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, and I said,
saw her
you're
5 hours
fucked.
later.
Yeah, I kind of said
Yeah,
to
man,
her
it
too, "You're fucked. Like, I'm not looking for you. I'm gonna watch the show."
Yeah.
She
So
was so pissed.
Well, that's what happens, man. You go to a show and then your friend just goes, "I'm gonna go grab a beer," and then they're gone. You don't see them for 3 hours, and
That's
you
why
make
you
new
guys gotta
friends.
coordinate a little bit better. And I feel
Exactly.
like we would have to coordinate really well because.
But honestly, last things that I want to talk about, I think this is amazing. Just for the experience, like to get this many artists together, so many good artists, a lot of good supporting artists that I see in here too. 4-day festival. You know, I know ticket prices are crazy, but even if you go with the lesser ones, which are around $320, $300 that we saw, including parking and maybe traveling, like how we're out of state, like you can make a really good weekend out of this. You can camp out there, you can get a nice hotel.
I'd rather do
can
this
hang
than a
out.
cruise.
Right, you could listen to
fuck
great
that.
music.
Yeah.
There's good food. There's always vendors. There's so many. It's in Tennessee anyway, man. There's so many.
That's
good
where we were,
things.
Memphis.
Exactly.
Tennessee.
It's just, I don't know, man. I think this would be awesome. I would go. Not that I know everybody, but I think I would definitely go for the experience.
Oh shit, Young Gravy's up there.
Young Gravy's there he is.
Yo, I just noticed that. Like, that man's
Now
the mom slayer.
to close. Oh yeah.
That's
dude.
your idol. If not, he's your
Yeah,
mom's
fuck yeah.
boyfriend, dude.
That's it. What the fuck you say to me? He's
Yo,
whose boyfriend?
You know.
I mean, he's
Oh,
coming
dude,
at
don't
it. He's
even
coming
fucking
at
say
you.
it. All right.
Real quick,
Yeah.
before you close out, I know you have the experience on the other side instead of being a part of the audience. You've
Yeah.
actually performed.
I played some big. I have not played Bonnaroo. That's what you're saying.
What did you play?
We
Go
had
a
won the
little bit
break
about that.
the break contest and we got into Warped Tour, which was pretty cool.
How was that? What was the process?
It's alright,
like
man.
that?
Like it's cool, but like when you're so low on the levels, you're not really experiencing it like how you think you would experience it. But these types of like festivals or things that come around when you have specific genre of music and you get to meet people like that you
It's more exposure.
look up to and want to experience just that side of things, I guess. It's interesting. It's fun, man. And you get to play some of this stuff. A lot of people might not know you. Some people might recognize you. It's fun, man. It's a business, man. Like we talked about this a little while ago. You just gotta kind of keep pushing and you just gotta market yourself the right way. Anybody can do it, man. If you have a dream, whether it's podcasting and you're 3 idiots and you want to have some fun, or whether it's music, or whether it's editing, or whether it's, I don't know, like whatever, gay porn, just do it.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, I want to close out with this. From what you've seen, from what I've explained, minus the pricing, and let's say we were close to home locally, would you guys go to this festival?
Yeah. I honestly think Bonnaroo and like Moonrise are like probably the only two ones I would go to, because I wouldn't want to go out to like what's the one in Vegas? Burning Man. I heard Burning Man's trippy, but what's the one in California?
I think Burning Man is in
Coachella.
Coachella. I would not want to go to Coachella because I wouldn't want to fucking stand all those fucking Western people out there, those influencers, all those.
Coachella's all around them, and
yeah, well, I'm just saying the one that's in.
When I think of Coachella, I think of in California.
I think that's the one because you got all these celebrities, you got all these people to fuck out there. I really think that festival has ruined a lot of like perceptions of what I think about festivals because like when they had Frank Ocean go out, you had people were booing him.
Frank Ocean was very popular.
No, was it Frank Ocean or was it my fault, guys? It was what's Hey Mr. Richard, Man on the Moon. The album Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi went at my fault, guys. Kid Cudi went on stage instead of Kanye. That was last year. Remember the whole thing that this shit went down? Mm-hmm. You know, people were actually booing him on stage, and it was kind of true.
I think Kid Cudi is a little. He's clout searching right now. You know what I mean? Because he's a little older and he's not.
Well, he stepped away.
As he used to be. Yeah.
But like that's what I think. I honestly think, like I said, like Bonnaroo and anything from the East Coast, it's like mostly better. Like I would say in like festivals. When I think out west, I don't think like taking the money and spending to go out there for it. Like even the one that's in Colorado, like the one that's like I forget what that one's like. Ryan, what's it called?
I don't know.
Red Rock, Red Bank,
Red Rocket.
Yeah. Ooh, sorry about that. But no, I do like most of the stuff. Right? I would definitely pay money to go to Bonnaroo.
But
cool. So closing.
Closing thoughts.
Closing. 1, 2, 3 days. Would you go for the whole festival?
For the experience, yes.
For the experience, yes.
Not directly for the artist, but
no,
for the experience.
For
the experience.
Okay. Fantastic.
You know, it's because it's a once in a life when you actually go and travel out.
Enjoy, you know, experience with the friends.
It's like you gotta like the lineup. You gotta be set on the lineup.
Look, man, I don't care. I think anybody who's doing music, you know, deserves a shot and deserves appreciation in a sense, man, because they're out there doing things that a lot of people would want to do. You know?
And I also want to thank Jake for helping those out there that are in desperate need of dating app advice.
Yeah, you need it. Some of y'all need this shit.
Need it.
Listen.
And hopefully you guys can check out the game and enjoy the One Piece Odyssey game.
Right.
Hopefully you guys will. Dean's slowly turning into a weep. He started off with hentai. He just watched Blue Lock.
That was a good, very, very good, very, very good show, man.
So you're coming to the dark side. Next time I get you into the games, and then you're in it. He's gonna start cosplaying as a
that's what I said. All right, fellas. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Not Your Average Idiots podcast. I am your. I think I'm your daddy actually this week, Dean, and CJ.
I am the depressed mom that pops pills, drinks wines, and sells Avon.
Fuck. And Jake.
And I'm your hibernating bear. That's what I am. Yeah. That's what I'm feeling like today.
Scary.
So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and get the fuck off our page.
See?
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Fucking stole my show again, dude.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out Not Your Average Idiots podcast.
Hope you guys liked the episode.
Like, follow, and subscribe on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Yo Mama's House, bitch.
We'll see you guys next week.
Have a good one.
Please tell me you guys.